Hey YouTubers, it's her brother Jay. This video I'm gonna be talking about GMOs. Today's Saturday, May 18th. The next weekend, we're gonna have do a worldwide march against Monsanto, against DuPont, against GMOs. You know, I'm gonna take it against synthetic biology. You know, against against people playing God. You know. I'm gonna do both of them, but this one's about GMOs. Look, right here is this is what we gotta do: start planting organic seeds, seed of change. You know, do not be deceived. This is Galatians 6:7. Do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. The one who sows to please his sinful nature, for that nature he will reap destruction. The one who sows to please the Spirit, from the Spirit will reap eternal life. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. And you can't give up. Therefore, as we have opportunity, let us do good to all people, especially those who belong to the family of believers. You know, to us Christians. And this movie is a good movie too about you know, this old one. No, the GMO. This one's called corn. But yeah, I like that verse right there. You know. We have, you know, do not give up. You know, this is the time. You know, this is the time where we, you know, stand up against GMOs, stand up against all this stuff. You know, all this stuff. Like I said, today's this Saturday. It's a week beforehand. I'm putting out this video against GMOs. You know, against there's the seeds. You know, these seeds. There's no life in these seeds. It's just a growth of disease. There's no life in these seeds. It's just a growth of disease. You know, these Monsanto and DuPont want to take control of the food. You know, they're selling these seeds that, you know, really take control of the market. They you know, they get these DNA sequences and they end up flying to other farmers and taking out the farmers because, oh, you have my certain kind of DNA sequence in this, and these seeds are bad because they have like a Roundup Ready ones. They produce their own pesticides, and just they came out with these new ones because right now, like my last video was about air. You know, we got to take back our air, water, and food. And the one about air, they're spraying aluminum. The aluminum's coming down on the people. You know, Geo-Engineering, the aluminum's coming down on the people and messing up the soil. The organic farmers can't even grow their food no more. They can't. So they have no choice but to go DuPont, Monsanto, and buy these aluminum resistant seeds. But here's like this new thing that came out on this. This is the news. And these guys are like going for Monsanto and DuPont. Oh, it's good for us. They're helping saving the world. They're saving us. You know. DuPont and Monsanto reached a license agreement. So like DuPont and Monsanto, you know, got together. Or started like multi-million-dollar companies like started, you know, working their stuff together. You know, take out the people, you know, control the food for sure. Big old corporations to control the food. Regular farmers and everyday people won't do nothing yet. And you get all sick, and that just control you completely. And look at this, playing God, dude, messing with the DNA. Like the seeds, our seeds been around for millions of years. It's never been like this. And the human body's been like, you know, our human DNA has never been messed with. And now we're eating this, you know, DNA with human DNA in the cow's milk, and then freaking all these GMO seeds and genetically unstable corn syrups and, you know, soybeans and stuff, and it was messing up people's bodies, dude, and getting everybody sick, you know. But people, we need to fight for this, you know, for the kids, you know, for our future generation and stuff, for children, you know. But check this out. They got together, and if you guys don't believe me about the aluminum-resistant seed, we'll find an article somewhere in here. Watch. Right here. gene allows corn to grow in poor conditions. In a recent study by a university in Florida Genetics Institute, corn varieties that can grow successfully in acidic soil were found to contain 3 copies of a particular gene. Expressions of these genes allow plants to tolerate aluminum at high levels in acidic soils. These findings also suggest that gene copy number may be a rapid evolutionary response to new environment or climate change. Geo-Engineering, putting the aluminum in the air on purpose. To triplate gene may ultimately be used to breed or genetically modify GMO, or to breed or genetically modify plants to adapt to soil containing high levels of aluminum. They want to genetically modify plants to adapt to soil containing high levels of aluminum. This is seed.com. Then we'll go to this one right here. This one is Institute for Responsible Technologies. These guys are like known against GMO, you know, buy non-GMO foods, this and this, GMO educations. You know, we'll go down to the, you know, Monsanto, you know, next Saturday, May 25th, people, everybody hit the streets with some signs to go against Monsanto and GMO. You know, synthetic biology, people playing God, you know, get back our food. And they like Whole Foods. I got a job at Whole Foods, but Whole Foods is, they come at you and say, oh, we're good. You know, I was against Monsanto and against GMO, so I get a job there at Whole Foods. They send me a thing in the mail, Fidelity Investments, you know, with the pyramid with the all CNI, you know, the Illuminati, you know, actually the Trans-humanist Omega Point. And while these Trans-humanist Omega Point will go to their website, Fidelity Investments, they're leaders in synthetic biology. They make these spider goats. They have a farm over here in Wyoming where they milk these spider goats, DNA with the spider DNA with the goat, milk it, get the spider webs out of it, and it's the strongest material here on the planet. You know, stronger than steel, stronger than Kevlar, stronger than all kinds of stuff. And freaking, salmon, they made these salmon twice as big as natural salmon. In a couple years, dude, there ain't going to be such thing as natural salmon. It's going to be all these genetically modified animals, dude. People are playing God, game over. And same thing with GMO. Whole Foods is no good, you know. Grow your own farms. I'm right here. Health dangers. Are they safe? No, they ain't safe. You guys can read that real quick. It's death of rats. Thousands of sheep and buffaloes in India died after eating BT corn. Imagine people eating that. People die eating more GMO corn to have fewer babies and sterilization. This died within 3 weeks, and cancers, and it's just all kinds of stuff, dude. But yeah, it's good for you. Alright. To stop it. That's how you stop it. Buy a non-GMO and join some people. Educate yourself. Educate other people. Like I'm trying to do. You know, stop buying that stuff and just hit up the streets. This May 25th, people. Going against no GMO. Against Monsanto and DuPont. You know, monopoly. The aluminum resistant seeds and everything. Forget it. Spraying that in the air. We're all breathing it in. We all have all high levels of aluminum all messed up, people. We need to take back our air, water, and food. And if you guys don't believe me about that synthetic biology, Fidelity Investments, synthetic biology, people playing God too. See, look, that's in their little logo. Told you. That's what I got in the mail from Whole Foods. We'll do a video on that one later. Getting in debt. It's transhumanism. Watch.
Goats producing spider silk, stronger than steel, giant salmon. Algae that make diesel fuel. Within 50 years, we may have invented more organisms in the lab than we've identified in nature. It's synthetic biology, and it could be the defining technology of the 21st century. Think about it. We do.
Hey, you guys are trying to play God. The devil has everybody blinded by the lies, illusions, and deceptions. You know, question everything except Christ God. Humans are playing God. Game over. May 25th next week. You know, Herbalist J's out. No to GMO. You know, Herbalist J's out. Much love.